Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Crazy Climbing. Today we're here, continuing things off with the Kyurem team we featured in the last episode. And you know what, we went 2-0, so we're pretty close to hitting the 1600s. And we actually find a Kusla VGC. So this is actually funny because he's running the multi-battle league that we just joined recently. So I believe at the time this video is up, you guys have just seen the draft analysis. But either way, so he's got a Dialga, Kyogre, Ludicolo, Incineroar, Gengar, Tornadus, and Dialga. So pretty solid team on his end. I mean, I think Kyurem doesn't really want to make an appearance here, and I'm honestly pretty sure we just lose. But I think definitely gonna bring Tapu Koko. Not as a lead though, because that's pretty scary. I'm definitely gonna lead Tsareena. I'm gonna go Tsareena Finny, I think. Get some light screens up. Definitely want Solgaleo. 100% need Solgaleo. I mean, I kinda want Tapu Koko here as well. But part of me just wants Kyurem so I can just kinda, you know, blizzard things. It's also a switch in. Ugh. This is tough. It's definitely between Koko or Kyurem. I really like Kyurem here. I'm just not sure if it's going to be good enough. I mean, Koko hits a lot more. I'm going to go Kyurem just because of the Z move. And because Koko really can't switch into anything. So ideally for me, he brings like his Trick Room mode. And then from there, we're okay. But I mean, I'm assuming he's just going to go like Ludicolo Kyogre straight off the bat. But we've got Tsareena Tapu Fini here. And we're going to see what he does. We've got Kyogre Ludicolo. Okay, so I was correct in his lead. But I mean, at this point, I don't really know what I'm going to do. It might come down to if Tsareena can survive a double up. Tsareena can't get faked out, which is good. I'm definitely going to click Light Screen. That's 100%. I'm going to click Power Whip straight into Kyogre. No reason not to. And I am just going to click Light Screen. Kyogre might want to switch out here. Nope, he's going to click Ice Beam. Probably going to try for the double Ice Beam into Tsareena. Hopefully Tsareena can survive that. Life Orb Ludicolo. Nope, Kyogre is going to go for the Spout. Tsareena, please survive. Tsareena. Surviving on 7. He crit my Finny. What is this? So Tsareena surviving on 7. That's huge because as long as Power Whip connects, we should be good. Although it might not kill, now that I'm thinking about it. Because I believe this spread is pretty bulky. And it doesn't kill, unfortunately. But he is locked into Water Spout. So, that's huge. We're going to click Power Whip into Ludicolo. And I am just going to click Icy Wind as well. Or do I want to Heal Pulse? Because Heal Pulsing Tsareena might not be a bad option. Keeping Tsareena on the field a little longer. I think I'm actually going to go that route. Let's keep Tsareena on the field. Because Kyogre should switch out. There's no reason for Kyogre to stay in. And if it stays in, that's pretty bold. Actually switches out Ludi. So is he going to double switch here? We might just be seeing a double switch in here. Which would make sense. Kyogre stays in, goes Thunder. So he's actually not Choice Scarf. Alright. That's fine by me. I do have that Light Screen up, and I do get a Power Whip off into Gengar. I mean, it is probably my fault for just assuming that he would be Choice Scarf. Why does that do so much to Gengar? Definitely gonna bring in Kyurem here. No reason not to. Puts on immediate pressure. Okay, so what I want to do here is I don't think Faint picks up the Kyogre. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna have to go for Power Whip into it, and I am just gonna I'm gonna Ice Beam the Gengar. Ice Beam or Earth Power will both pick up the knockout, so Ice Beam's a safer play. Gengar stays in, goes Sludge Bomb. Through the Light Screen, is it enough into Tsareena? It is not. Tsareena is the GOAT. Yep, that picks up Gengar, which is perfect. Kyogre does go Origin Pulse, so Tsareena does die, unfortunately. But that's okay. Kyurem outspeeding the Kyogre, which is big. So we're down to our final 2. It depends on what his last mon is here. I mean, we have Solgaleo here, which is huge. So Kyogre's pretty much a write-off. Kyogre's not killing anybody, and he does come into Dialga. So this turn what I'm going to do is I'm going to ignore the Kyogre. Because it's not like he really is going to want to set up Trick Room. But the question is, do I ignore Kyogre and then double into Dialga? And if Dialga protects, that could be... No, that doesn't matter. Dialga can protect all it wants to. Go for the superpower. Go for the Sub-Zero Slammer. Right through Dialga here. Pick up the knockout. No way Dialga protects you. Okay, good. So no protect. You're going to see Sub-Zero Slammer from this Kyurem come out. Should definitely do at least 50% to this Dialga, I would imagine. And then Superpower from Solgaleo should pick up the rest. The only thing I'd be worried about if this triggers like a berry on the Dialga. But I'm not sure if it does that much. Like if this triggers berry and then Superpower doesn't kill, that could be the only issue. Wow, that does a lot. But good news is there's no berry. So Solgaleo actually being slower than that Kyogre is kind of interesting. Solgaleo getting the superpower off, gonna pick up the knockout here. Yep, so Dialga's gone. Probably could have gotten away with the Sunsteel Strike, which is kind of unfortunate that I didn't go for it now. But hopefully there's only one more turn of rain, I believe, if I've counted this correctly. Meaning I should be okay to outspeed Ludicolo afterwards. It's just a matter of can Ludicolo kill me before I kill him. Yep, so there is correctly one more turn of rain. I'm going to double protect to stall it out. And it also stalls out to fake out. So we're going to successfully stall out rain. Successfully stall out rain. You're going to see probably just a fake out into Kyurem and an Origin Pulse most likely. Yep. Okay. So rain being stalled out now. So rain's gonna stop, meaning we should be okay. Unfortunately, light screen's gone as well. But what I'm gonna go for here is I'm gonna go for the Sunsteel Strike into the Ludicolo. And I'm just gonna go for the Earth Power to kill the Kyogre. Kyogre's gonna die. Kyogre actually smartly protects. Very good play on his end. But Solgaleo is allowed to get this Sunsteel Strike off now, because Solgaleo should not be slower than this Ludicolo. Okay, so Sunsteel Strike coming out. I'm imagining you're gonna see like an Ice Beam into Kyurem here, trying to pick up that knockout. Could also see the Z move from Ludi. Nope, Ice Beam from Ludi into Kyurem. Can we survive? Okay, good. Kyurem does survive, which is huge. Which allows us to get another Sunsteel Strike into Ludi and a Earth Power to kill the Kyogre. And then next turn, this game's not over. Goes for the double protect, does miss, which is huge. So Earth Power picking up Kyogre. So the issue is here, he kills Kyurem, and we need Solgaleo to survive something from the one attack from this Ludicolo, I believe. Oh, no we won't. No we won't. Okay, we're fine. Ludicolo clicks Ice Beam, kills Kyurem, but another Sunsteel Strike will pick up the knockout, especially after Life Orb damage. So, looks like we've won this one. Came out on top. Yep. As long as if this isn't like some crazy speed tie or anything. I mean, we should be good for the win. And, yeah. So, we successfully stalled out Rain. I mean, I don't really know. I think what made this a lot easier is the fact that he wasn't Choice Scarf Kyogre. And definitely Tsareena surviving. It lived on 7 HP, and then it lived on 8 HP. So, I mean, Tsareena definitely, I think, the MVP of this one. Really kept me in it. That's honestly a pretty good spread. I don't know what it is, but it's a good spread. But yeah, so we're 3-0 with this team now, and hopefully we can win one more today as we jump into another one here. I mean, assuming my game doesn't crash. Okay, we're good. But yeah, good games to Akusla there, and we're going to jump into another one. And hopefully we can find one just as quickly as we found that first one. We're up to a rating of 1562 now, after our 3-game win streak. So, like I said in the last episode, I'd like to break 1600s with this team. I think that's a good goal. Considering we're using a Kyurem, I mean, that's pretty fun. I don't think Kyurem really has too many positioning or too many pros in this metagame right now. I mean, what's it really hit? I mean, it hits Eviltal, which is seemingly popular. I mean, it dies to Xerneas, which is always popular because it's a Xerneas. I mean, it hits Groudon, which I guess is huge. I mean, it gets walled out by Kyogre, though. So, I don't know. I mean, it's one of those restricted that I feel like it wants to be really, really good. But then it's just not, you know? Like, on paper, it's like, yeah, you know what? This actually makes a lot of sense. Let's throw it in. It beats the Groudons, you know? And then you practice with it, and it just kind of just doesn't work out, you know? But you know what I mean? It's working out here, so maybe this is the way to go with this. Hopefully we can find another guy or another opponent here shortly. Don't want to keep you guys waiting too long. I'm honestly surprised we haven't played a single Lunala ever since I've switched over to Battle Spot. I think we might have played one and I killed it before it got its Z move off. But other than that, I don't think we've played any. But we're going to find a 1463 rated opponent here from Japan, I believe, if I saw that correctly. And pretty scary, pretty standard team though. Although they do have the Tapu Koko over the Tornadus of the normal reindeer team here. So because there's no Tornadus, I mean, Tsareena's literally the best lead. No reason not to bring Tsareena here. I don't really need Incineroar. I don't think it really makes a lot of sense to bring because he has the... I'm going to bring Kyurem over Incineroar. I'm going to go Tsareena Tapu Koko. Okay, you know what? Part of me wants to go Solgaleo Tsareena or Solgaleo Koko. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to save my 2 win conditions in the back. This could be a mistake if he wants to bring something like Kyogre right as a lead, Choice Scarf Kyogre immediately. That's pretty scary for me. I mean, hopefully he doesn't, but I mean, they probably will. It's probably a bad play on my end. So we're going to get our opponent here. Fortunately, I cannot read that language, so I think it's Japanese or Chinese. I honestly can't read it. I don't know what their name is. But we've got I gotta speak English. We got Xerneas Amoonguss, and Tapu Koko's Electric Surge going up. Okay, so honestly, we're not in too bad of a position here. What does scare me though is the fact that Xerneas gets a free setup. Literally the freest setup of its life. Like, there's literally nothing I can do to stop it. I mean, I'm going to click Power Whip into it. Because there's no reason not to. And I could just Volt Switch here. And I'm going to have to. I'm going to Volt Switch off the Xerneas in case for whatever reason he doesn't Rage Powder. But he's going to Rage Powder. I mean, he might not Rage Powder because there's a Tsareena. So if he doesn't Rage... Yeah, okay. He does. He's smart enough to Rage Powder. So he clicks Rage Powder, goes Volt. I'm gonna go Volt Switch. Hitting Amoonguss not gonna actually does more than I thought it would. Is that a eject button? Oh, red card. I was switching out anyways. Thanks, guy. As long as this doesn't bring in Kyurem. And of course it brings in Kyurem. What I mean, why wouldn't it? Right? Like, Xerneas is gonna click Geomancy. So we're gonna hope Power Whip is a 2-co. If Power Whip can kill in 2 hits, I think we're okay. It's just a matter if Power Whip can kill in 2 shots. Let's hope. Let's hopefully hope that Power Whip can pick it up. I mean, I don't think it does, but it depends on the bulk investment in the Xerneas. So we've got the Power Whip coming out. Okay, so another Power Whip plus Feint should honestly pick up the knockout. So I'm going to go for that, and I'm going to protect Kyurem this turn. Amoonguss really shouldn't be a threat to me anymore because he can't really click Rage Powder. Red card Amoonguss was honestly scary though. Like, I mean, if I didn't click Volt Switch, that could have been a problem. Maybe not. Like, I mean, what's it do? So he's going to swap out of Amoonguss here. Kartana coming in. What are we going to see here? We're going to see Xerneas go Protect. No, we're not going to see Protect from Xerneas. So hopefully just a Moonblast into Kyurem here would be great. He does go Moonblast into Kyurem, so... And Tsareena does hit another Power Whip, so Tsareena really putting in the work this episode. Okay, I don't know if that's Feint KO range, but honestly it doesn't matter, because I can go for Feint again, and I'm going to swap into Solgaleo here, in order not to take too much damage. Solgaleo should eat the Moonblast relatively safely. It also eats a Sacred Sword pretty well. Ideally, if Feint can pick up the Xerneas, I don't think it does though. Like I don't think we're bulky enough. I don't think we're invested enough to pick up the knockout. Like I mean, as you saw last game, we were pretty bulky. So Tsareena goes for Feint. I don't think this picks up the knockout. Yeah, it does not. Okay, that's fine. So another one will though, which is huge. So Moonblast going into Solgaleo, that's fine. Ate that up just fine. Kartana going knockoff. Hopefully that's going into Tsareena, unfortunately. That's fine. Because now Feint picks up Xerneas. So the boosted Xerneas is off the field, which is huge. And I am just going to launch the superpower. Or should I protect being scared of the... I almost want to protect because I'm scared knockoff is going to kill Solgaleo, right? Like... Yeah, knockoff probably kills Solgaleo, so I'm going to protect this turn. And then next turn that gives me an option to click Wide Guard as well. He's actually going to swap out of Xerneas. I don't know why he's going to keep it around. Going to come into a Moongus, so that's fine. Solgaleo's going to click Protect. You're probably going to see like a knockoff. Xerneas going to go Feint. Means absolutely nothing here. And Kartana does go knockoff into Solgaleo. Okay, so seeing knockoff on Kartana normally means it's Assault Vest. So I think I'm safe to high jump kick it. And I'm going to swap into Kyurem because I can't get put to sleep, obviously because of electric terrain. And a knockoff can't knock off my Z move, so it shouldn't be doing too much damage. And if he wants to swap Kartana into Xerneas, it's dead. If he wants to swap Kartana into something else, like an Ogre, it's going to take huge damage from the high jump kick. Because he can't Rage Powder it away. So we're going to find out what he wants to do here. We're going to come into Kyurem. I'm imagining we're just going to see the knockoff right now. I mean, he might try to Smart Strike my Tsareena. Kartana actually going Sacred Sword. So that's a really solid read on his end. Tsareena going to get the high jump kick. Going to connect as well. Like, playing with Tsareena is honestly like one of the scariest things I think I've ever done in my life. And Amoonguss has Sludge Bomb. Alright. So, he gets the poison. So what I'm going to do this turn is I'm going to protect. So that is indeed AV. Actually, I don't know if it's AV or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to protect. I'm going to go for the Feint into Kartana just to do some chip damage before I die. Otherwise, I'm dead. Or do I... The thing is I could swap out so he doesn't get a Beast Boost. But I mean, I don't think it's relative. It matters if he has a Beast Boost or not. So I'm going to go for a Feint for some chip damage. And I'm going to protect this turn. I also don't know if I'm faster than his Kartana with my Kyurem. That's something I wish I knew, but I honestly don't, because AV Kartanas, their spreads are really, they vary a lot. Like, some of them have a lot more attack than speed, some of them favor speed over attack. Like, there's a lot of things he could be, and there's a lot of variations, and that's what makes me scared right now. Just goes knockoff into, that's actually interesting. So he picks up the, okay. So Tsareena actually could have probably got another high jump kick off, which is weird. I mean, I don't know why he wouldn't go for the kill into that. Like, I mean, he just seems to single target Kyurem. I don't know why he would double it. So now Tapu Koko comes in. I am forced to go for Dazzling Gleam. This is actually interesting now. So Tapu Koko coming in, and it becomes a question of, does Dazzling Gleam pick up this Kartana? Part of me wants to say it should, because I'm choice specs. Like, I don't think it matters. So, hopefully that does. And I'm not going to switch out because I need to save. And I'm just going to launch an Ice Beam into this Amoonguss. Like, it's not living an Ice Beam. So, as long as Dazzling Gleam can pick up the knockout, we're good. We just got to hope Dazzling Gleam picks up the knockout. We're going to find out right now. Dazzling Gleam, it does not. So, that is definitely 100% Assault Vest. But Kyurem's faster. Okay. So, Ice Beam picking up Amoonguss here, which is fine. I wish I would have killed the... Oh, it's a crit. Didn't matter. Definitely didn't matter. I wish I would have knocked out the... Yeah, I really wish I would have knocked out the Kartana there, though, instead of the Amoonguss. But another Dazzling Gleam does kill, which is good. So Solgaleo making an appearance. And if we've got Choice Scarf Kyogre, we should be fine to win this game. Because Solgaleo makes an appearance. As long as Dazzling Gleam picks up Kartana, we're good to win the game. Xerneas coming in. So the thing is, I'm just going to click Dazzling Gleam. Should pick up both knockouts. No real reason to attack with Solgaleo here. I am just going to launch a Sunsteel Strike though, in case he wants to swap into something. And I'm going to launch it into Kartana because I guarantee it can't protect. Xerneas might want to protect. Okay. So Xerneas does actually protect, which is fine. Sunsteel Strike, Dazzling Gleam should pick up Kartana, and then the Sunsteel Strike's an irrelevant move. If that's accurate. Okay, so Kartana picks up, I do get a knockout on Kartana, and Sunsteel Strike goes into the protective Xerneas, which is fine. Okay, so depending on what his last Pokemon is, this game is ours. He can't set up another Geomancy, which is huge, so I'm assuming it's gotta be Kyogre, right? Yeah, okay, so it is Kyogre. Now the question becomes, is he Choice Scarf? If he's not Choice Scarf, we're actually in a bit of a predicament here. Well, definitely going to click Wide Guard this turn. And I have to click Dazzling Gleam because I'm Choice Specs. And I'm going to 100% click Wide Guard this turn. If he outspeeds Coco, he's Choice Scarfed. If he's Choice Scarfed and he locks into a spread move, we just win the game. If he's not Choice Specs and he clicks like Scald into Solgaleo, it's going to be a close game. Like, this finish is going to be interesting. I'd imagine he's Scarf right now because he's taking so long to decide. That would be my best guess. Because he's taking so long to decide, I'm assuming he's Scarf. So are we going to see like a Scald right through Tapu Koko here? Kyogre does indeed go for the Scald. Into the Tapu Koko. It is not enough. So Tapu Koko is going to get this Dazzling Gleam off, but I mean, me going for Wide Guard might cost me this game. Yeah, going for Wide Guard could have been an issue. Okay, so here's the thing. 2 more Dazzling Gleams should pick up the knockout. Going for Superpower, 2 of them should pick up the knockout. So I'm definitely 100% getting at least 1 Superpower off. It might come down to, can Solgaleo survive a Scald? And that might be what it comes down to. Because he should kill Coco here. Although he might not want to kill Coco and just predict Coco to protect. Because he might not know that I'm Specs. Because like even though that did absolutely nothing to Kartana. I really wish I didn't click Wide Guard. Kyogre does go for another Scald. Does pick up that Tapu Koko. Okay. So this is definitely coming down to, do I live? I probably should have Sunsteel Strike this turn. Nope, that just, I get the crit. I don't know if that kills normally. I honestly don't think it does. But we'll take the crit in our favor, and we'll take the win. I mean, it still comes down to if Scald kills Solgaleo, which I'm honestly not too sure of that calc. But either way, we got another 2 very good battles, 2 very close battles in this one, guys. So, thanks for watching this one, and I'll hopefully have a better outro eventually, but thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.